Goeienaand en baie welkom by Fokus. Ek is Lenet Fransis Puren. Ons hoop al ons kykers het vandag 'n vreugde en 'n vredevolle Vryheidsdag gevier. Bietjie later in die program besoek ons weer 'n gebied in die Noord-Kaap wat rioolprobleme ondervind en ons probeer vasstel of die beloftes wat gemaak is, nagekom is. Suid-Afrikaners kla gereeld oor die swak toestand van paaie in die land. Dit geld ook in die Noord-Kaap. Gemeenskappe is veral ongelukkig omdat baie paaie veral in Kimberley en die omliggende dorpe vol slaggate is. Sommige grondpaaie in ver afgeleë gebiede is na swaar reën bykans heeltemal onbegaanbaar. Die R31 wat Kimberley met dorpe soos Katoo en Kuruman verbind, is op 2 plekke gesluit omdat die pad verspoel het. Regisseur Keith Suister het gaan ondersoek instel.
Paaie hier in die Noord-Kaap is in 'n baie swak toestand. Nou gemeenskappe kla dat baie van ons paaie vol slaggate is, veral in Kimberley en ander dorpe. Nou die R31 wat Kimberley met Parkley Wes, Kuruman en Katoo verbind, is op die oomblik op 2 plekke gesluit. Of was op die oomblik op 2 plekke gesluit omdat die pad verspoel het. Nou die gemeenskappe sê dit kan nie so aangaan nie. Die Noord-Kaapse Sakekamer is diep bekommerd omdat die situasie besighede kwaai knou. Volgens Sharon Stein is dit vir besighede en motoriste 'n nagmerrie en duur omdat hulle paaie moet ry.
We're standing on the R31, which is clearly, as everybody can see at the back, is the road that's closed, which is going to Berkeley. And this is where most of the traffic goes if they want to go up to Kuruman, etc. With that happening, it makes it be very difficult for business because now everybody has to detour, and the detour that this is causing is almost between 80 and 90 kilometers, depending on whether you go Griekwestad or you have to go Windsor way. That is a major issue for business. So what is happening now, and we are seeing, and this is the complaints that we are receiving as the chamber, a lot of the businesses are either missing Kimberley, they don't want to do that detour, so they're now bypassing Kimberley completely. This has been almost 4 months plus that we've been sitting with this problem. We have members and companies that are on the other side of Berkeley that cannot now come through. So clearly it's a major problem for us. We've had meetings with the mayor, we've tried to have a meeting with the premier. We have to have a look and get this thing as speedily as possible moving again because business is suffering tremendously. So we have to really pray and say, get it going, open it up as quick as possible so we can get the traffic through to get business operating again in Kimberley. I think basically the municipality, we won't go to Public Works at the moment. We need to go to the municipality who needs to have a look at, well, obviously Public Works. Let's leave municipality first. Let's go to Public Works. Public Works are going to have to, this whole road, I believe, would have to be resurfaced. Clearly that's a hang of a lot of money that it's going to cost. It's not just 1,000 or 2,000 rand. So this road definitely needs to be resurfaced. If we can get that done, I think that will solve a lot of problems. But to do that, we first got to get the Soplaki municipality to fix up the problem which is on the sides. And before that gets done, it's no good them resurfacing this road. So it's actually a catch-22 because I think we're sitting in a situation where there's no money.
Ons het ook met Agri SA gepraat oor hoe hulle voel oor die toestand van paaie, spesifiek in die Noord-Kaap en hoe boere moet sukkel om hul produkte by markte te kry.
Dit is veral die landbousektor wat geweldig daaronder lê as produkte nie na behoore vervoer kan word vanaf die plaas na die markte toe nie. Boere ly baie skade en dit is daarom ons belangrik dat ons boere moet help en die landbougemeenskap in Hebreë moet help om seker te maak dat ons paaie wel begaanbaar is. Intussen het die regering baie positief gereageer en hulle het ons versoek om hulle te help om van hierdie paaie te prioritiseer en ons sal in die nabye toekoms 'n verdere gesprek met van die verantwoordelike departemente te hê oor watter paaie ons moet prioritiseer en waar die herstelwerk die grootste nood is. Paaie vorm die slagare van ons ekonomie Dit bring produkte by markte uit en van 'n markte gaan dit na verbruikers toe. En indien ons die ekonomie wil groei, moet ons seker maak dat ons paaie begaanbaar is en dat ons goeie paaie het, want sonder dit is ons ekonomie gedoem.
Dis veral motoriste wat daagliks tussen Barkly Wes en Kimberley moet ry wat die ergste geknyp word. Hulle meen die situasie is nou onaanvaarbaar.
Om eerlik met jou te wees, die manier hoe die hele situasie gehanteer is van ons regering se kant af, voel ek totaal en al nogal teleurgestel. Want in die eerste plek in die gevaartekens was daar.
Look, driving from Kimberley to Barkly West would be about 32 or so kilos. But now that the road is closed, you will have to drive twice the distance because you have to go to N12 and via so that you can go to Barkly West. So it's very expensive when you look at the recent increases in the petrol, and this is quite expensive.
Net hierna in deel 2 van Keith Suister se verslag oor die toestand van paaie in die Noord-Kaap, praat hy met die owerhede. Bly gerus ingeskakel. Die toestand van baie paaie in die Noord-Kaap laat veel te wense oor. In deel 2 van sy verslag het regisseur Keith Suister by die LUR vir openbare werke en paaie in die Noord-Kaap en die nasionale padagentskap, oftewel nou SANRAL, gaan hoor wat hulle doen om die toestand van paaie in die provinsie te verbeter.
MEC, motorists have been complaining about the section of the R31 between Middelpost and Koopmansfontein and also the Dino-scale T-junction here in the Northern Cape. You've closed the road now with a stop and go in place. But why did it take so long for your department to do something about that road, MEC?
The state of the R31, as a department, with the limited resources that we have, there could have been no way for us to rebuild the R31 completely because the conditions of the funding does not allow us to rebuild the road and surface it, from the National Department of Transport. Now, for the 22-23 financial year, we did budget for rehabilitation, where we can do some reseals on the road and so on. So what you see happening now is part of our 22-23 plan. We had to respond urgently to the calls of the motorists, and I must indicate now that what is happening around the R31, I'm told a tender has gone out already to walk the R31 in terms of maintaining just the conditions of the road to make it easy and safer for road users to use. So definitely for 22-23 financial year, we have plans in place to work on the R31, but I think I must also just share with your viewers that we have started a process. I have engaged the Minister of National Minister of Transport for us to relinquish the R31 because it's an economic route. To relinquish the R31 to SANRAL. We are at this point not yet sure when the R31 will be in their plans, but we are trying through the Office of the Premier to get them to understand the urgency of the road to be upgraded.
MEC, the road is used by trucks, manganese carrying trucks extensively on a daily basis. Hundreds of trucks are using it. Is there any plans to have that road maybe resealed, reinforced to take that heavy loads on a daily basis?
We have categorized the R31 as a manganese corridor. The plan of the provincial government is not to stop trucks to travel because we know the contribution of the commodities that are driven along this road for the economy of this province. So we are doing all we can to ensure that we still get the trucks, those products that can be on rail, to get the roads to be safe for these trucks to still be able to transport these commodities that we all need for them to get to the export points.
A major concern also in the Northern Cape MEC is gravel roads, JTG, Cummingburg, Richtersveld. How is your department dealing with making sure that those roads are also safe for motorists that use them?
Gravelling and re-gravelling of the roads is a priority. There is no district in this province that does not get a budget to just maintain and re-gravel some of the roads. I think we must appreciate the effects of Eloise in 2021. We also experienced heavy rains now at the beginning of 2022, where some of the roads were washed away. We are working tirelessly to get these roads in a safe condition for people to be able to drive. With the budget that we get from National Department of Transport, one of the conditions is you can't turn a gravel road into a tar road. We can maintain, and we do the best we can to maintain these roads. I also had an engagement with the MEC of Agriculture, Land Reform, Rural Development and Environmental Affairs for us to find collaborative ways to work around the farming areas, because they, as a department, they do have a budget for re-gravelling of the farm roads. So we are working on a collaborative plan here. Once we concentrate on these other roads, that they assist also the provincial government to concentrate on the farm area, so there are no duplications between us and the department. But I can assure the road users, even the users of the gravel roads, that we do maintain the road. We've got in each and every district a schedule of your graders and bladers on a daily basis on the roads that are worked. And that is information we can share with everyone, because it's an adopted and approved schedule where we expect our operators to be at a certain point at a certain time on a daily basis.
Die Nasionale Padagentskap of SANRAL sê hulle is bewus van die swak toestand van die R31. Daar is reeds hoë vlak samesprekings om hopelik 'n gedeelte van die R31 'n nasionale pad te maak.
We are aware of the state of the R31 between Kimberley and Kathu. In terms of the SANRAL Act number 7 of 1998, the Minister of Transport can declare an existing section of the network which falls under the provincial government to be a national road, which will then fall under SANRAL jurisdiction. This must be done with the agreement of the Premier of the Northern Cape Province. I have been informed that this process has been initiated for the portion of R31 in question, and as soon as this is official, then SANRAL can start with the necessary interventions.
SANRAL sê hulle het 'n gesonde begroting vir opgradering en onderhoud van paaie in hul beheer reg oor die Noord-Kaap.
In terms of the available budget for the current financial year, which is the 22-23 financial year, we have a budget of around 1.3 billion for roads in the Northern Cape. This goes up to around 3.2 billion in the next financial year, and then it jumps up to 5 billion in the financial year thereafter as the works intensify.
Volgens SANRAL word daar gereelde inspeksies op al die nasionale paaie gedoen. Daar word ook verskeie gemeenskapsontwikkelingsprojekte in gebiede langs die nasionale paaie in die Noord-Kaap beplan.
So SANRAL has routine road maintenance contracts on all the national roads, including all the national roads that we look after in the Northern Cape Province. We have route patrols whose primary function is to travel these routes every single day to inspect and to be on the lookout for any hazardous conditions such as debris or broken fences or any potholes. We have a contractual turnaround time of 48 hours for any potholes that may develop with and our service providers have to respond within that time period. So it's very unlikely that you're going to see any potholes on the SANRAL portions of the national roads in Northern Cape. Right now, our priority is to ensure that the periodic maintenance program is rolled out successfully. This takes the form mostly of putting on a new watertight surface. And we have over 70 of these contracts planned for the next 3 financial years, which actually covers various portions of the network in the Northern Cape. We currently have a road marking contract as well as road studs, which has been implemented, and this will improve road safety, especially under nighttime conditions. We also have community development projects planned for the N8 in Griquastad and the N14 in Katu in this financial year, as well as the commencement of the designs for the reconstructions of portions of the N12, N14 and N18. So as you can see, there's a significant amount of work that's been planned for the Northern Cape, and the people of the Northern Cape will also benefit as a result of this.
Bly ingeskakel, net hierna hoor ons of die probleme met riool in Sonop in die Noord-Kaap nou al opgelos is. Ons is net hierna terug. Welkom terug by Fokus. Inwoners van Sonop naby Nababie in die Noord-Kaap kan dalk na 'n jarelange gesukkel met rioolstank moontlik oplossings kry. Dit volg nadat die Namakwa munisipaliteit vir die soveelste keer in jare beloof om hulle naby geleë rioolsuiweringswerke op te gradeer. Regisseur Keith Suister volg die verloop van sake al sedert 2017.
In 2017 het ons Fokus kom verslag doen oor die riool wat die gemeenskap van Sonop geplaat en wat natuurlik vrylik die Skaaprivier invloei. Oor die munisipaliteit, die Namakwa munisipaliteit het gesê hulle gaan iets omtrent die saak doen. Wel, soos vir my lyk, is daar nie veel goed nie, want soos jy kan sien, vloei die riool nog steeds. Die inwoners van Sonop woonbuurt langs Nababie word direk deur hierdie rioolprobleem geraak. Die mense hier sê as die wind in die verkeerde rigting waai, kan hulle nie eens 'n venster oopmaak nie, so stink dit. Fokus het in Februarie van 2017 met van die inwoners van Sonop gepraat. Hulle was toe al raad op en moedeloos van sukkel om die probleem aangespreek te kry.
Ons het al klagtes ingedien by Namakwa en hulle het nou in verlede jaar, dit is omtrent 6-7 maande terug, het hulle die bome kom verwyder in die rivier sodat hulle kan by die rioolpype uitkom, maar daarna is daar nog steeds niks gedoen nie. Ons kinders speel in die vuil waters, die vee wat ons slag om te eet, drink van die vuil waters. Dit is nie 'n gesonde water nie, want om eerlik te wees, ek is 'n mynwerker gewees. Daar uit die myne, ek weet nie of meneer gesien het, die groot gat wat hier sit nie, iewers syfer daar van die acidwater ook uit, en dit meng met die rioolwater. Dit is 'n ongesonde risiko. Jy kan nie met sulke dinge saamlewe nie.
En dan nog 'n ding is dat die water is langs die pad. Dit gee nie 'n mooi oog vir ons Sonopse mense. En maak ek my slaapkamervensters oop, kan ek bestaan in my huis, so stink dit. So ek dink daar moet drasties aan gekyk word na die water in Sonop.
Hoe lank kom die probleem nou al aan, mevrou?
Dit is al 'n paar jaar. En elke slag as die krag af is, dan loop die dreine oor. En dit stop nie maklik nie. Die pype is van asbes. En die pype het gate in. Die pyplyn is eintlik nog in die oesisiteit aangelê. Dus nog nooit verbeter.
Die pompstasie het vervalle geraak en nou loop die riool oorvloei in die klein Skaaprivier in by Nababie. Dit gaan af met die Skaaprivier, dit gaan in die Buffelsrivier in. In die Buffelsrivier is daar diep wel pompe wat geversinkk is om water te pomp vir die gemeenskap. En daarvan af gaan die Buffelsrivier se water na Kleinsee toe waar 'n inham en 'n duik gemaak is waar een kant word seewater, ander kant is skoonwater, word dit vermeng met die drinkwater wat weer die Oranje rivier pyplyn kom dan na Nababie toe en dan daarvan af afgevoer raak na Kleinsee. So dis 'n vermenging van hierdie wat u hier sien met die skoon drinkwater van die Buffelsrivier op die ou end. Sou die winterreën kom in hierdie area en die rivier wat ons nou in staan begin vloei, gaan al hierdie riool af na die Buffelsrivier toe. Dit is vir ons 'n groot bekommernis en 'n groot gemor.
Fokus het weer in 2021 met van die inwoners probeer praat, maar hulle wou die keer nie op kamera verskyn nie. Maar hulle het wel genoem dat die rioolpomp aangebring is. Volgens die inwoners werk die pomp ook nie soos dit moet nie. Fokus het ook weer by die Namakwa munisipaliteit gaan aanklop om te hoor of daar hierdie jaar enige pogings aangewend word om die rioolprobleem in Nababi op te los.
Die opgradering van die Nababi rioolaanleg het reeds begin met die uitvoering van noodherstelwerke, asook die konstruksie van 'n nuwe pompstasie by Sonop. Die konstruksie van die oksidasiedamme was onderhewig aan 'n omgewingsimpakstudie, sowel as COVID-19 pandemie wat verdere vertragings in die proses veroorsaak het. Die departement van water en sanitasie het egter ook aanbeveel dat die Namakwa munisipaliteit dit moet oorweeg om die riooldamme se konstruksie te staak weens die uitermate hoë kostes wat deur verskeie wetgewing vereis word. Verder, weens jaarlikse begrotingstoewysings wat nie voldoende is om die totale projek in een finansiële jaar uit te voer nie, was die Namakwa munisipaliteit genoodsaak om die projek oor meer as een finansiële jaar te implementeer.
Die munisipaliteit het ook bevestig dat die departement van waterwese en sanitasie 'n finansiële opstoot gaan gee om die rioolsuiweringswerke te help opgradeer.
Die departement van water en sanitasie het bevestig dat befondsing goedgekeur is om in die 2022-2023 finansiële jaar opgradering aan die suiweringsaanleg te doen. Hierdie goedkeuring sluit in die gedeeltelike interne rioolnetwerke en herstelwerke by die suiweringsaanleg wat die konstruksie van die oksidasiedamme vervang.
So 'n mens kan nou net hoop dat die jarelange gesukkel met stank van riool binnekort vir die mense van Sonop en Nababi iets van die verlede gaan wees.
Dis al vir vanaand. Onthou, indien jy weens beerdkrag of enige ander rede die uitsending misloop, Fokus is steeds op YouTube beskikbaar. Soek onder Fokus SABC en die datum van die uitsending. Maklik genoeg, né? Jy kan ons ook volg op ons Facebookblad by Fokus SABC of volg ons tans op Twitter by Fokus ZA. Ons hoop regtig jy kan volgende Woensdag aand om 7 weer by ons aansluit hier op SABC 2. Tot dan, mooi bly.